What's up, YouTube? It's St. Patrick, and today I wanted to talk about the latest One Piece chapter. It was actually another good chapter. I don't think I gotta keep repeating myself. It felt like old times. Luffy, he met up with Zoro, but that was a little towards the end. But before that, we seen Tama. She was getting sick from drinking the water that was around her house, and Luffy offered to take her to Wano to go see a doctor. And I guess, doctor stuff is free down there, and I don't know if the plan was to meet up with Chopper, and her master decides to dress Luffy up so he can fit in Wano. So he dresses up as a samurai, and before he goes, before all that, Tama was waiting for Ace, and Luffy ended up telling her that he died, and we seen like a little flashback. It was kind of reminiscent of how Shanks and Luffy were. Ace telling her when she got older and became a good ninja, she could join. Just same, similarities with Shanks and Luffy at first. And then, he takes her into town. He's getting ready to take her, and then he finds a sword. And the master, he's all tripping because I guess it's one of the cursed swords. And it's just funny. It's one of the little popular swords in the story, which some of us believe that Zoro's gonna get. And it's just kind of funny that this is his way of getting the sword, because Luffy wanted to kind of cosplay as a samurai. But they leave out, and on their way, he sees some people fighting in the distance, some animals and stuff. And then he's trying to see who it is, and that's when he finds out it's Zoro. And they, have a little moment. They talk. He tells him that, the water is poisonous, and then Zoro, he's like he's been eating a lot of the animals there, and he's, he figured that's why his stomach has been hurting. And then after they meet up, Basil Hawkins from before, he's riding along with some of his crew to confront Luffy, and he's pretty much deciding that Zoro is the guy from earlier who got caught, leaving his execution, and that Luffy was the guy who was causing a ruckus at the beach because, he got his little predictions and stuff. And Zoro and Luffy, they get ready to fight, and Zoro kind of tells Luffy what happened with Kinemon, that, he told him that they weren't going to fight and cause a ruckus. And, Luffy, just like Zoro, he tells him we'll apologize when we see him. And it's funny because Luffy puts his hand on his sword like he's going to do something with it, and I really don't even think we've seen Luffy even with a sword aside from Nightmare Luffy back in Thriller Bark and maybe a little time in Arlong Park. But this chapter felt like old times. It was cool seeing them both together again, the captain and the first mate. I'm interested to see what's going to happen between them two and Hawkins. If Hawkins is going to fight, or is he going to try and talk to them. I said before, I don't want to have them do like another double agent thing like they did with Capone. So if he does fight, I really can't see him winning, this one, because, they are supernovas, but just two supernovas versus one, and, Basil Hawkins' crew really don't seem that strong. So I'm just kind of curious to see where they're headed. I know Luffy's probably in a rush to take Tama to a doctor, so I think that might affect, how things are coming along. And also earlier we see Tama, she's distraught by what happened to Ace. She really thought he was going to come back to her and invite her to the crew. So it was kind of sad. And, we just kind of see their relationship. It was nice seeing a little flashback of Ace. I liked Ace as a character when we seen him. So it was just nice seeing him. But, One Piece is on break next week. Oda loves having these nice chapters that end on cliffhangers, and then we got to wait till the week after to see what happens. So, that's pretty much it for One Piece today. It's just nice little reunion between some Straw Hats, and then, from what we see, a fight's about to break down. So, hopefully, next week answers are solved, and, I'll review then. So, on that note, see ya.